everybody. Happy Friday. This evening we're trying something a little bit different. We're testing out whether we can have people on as guest hosts or guests. So I'm waiting for Eric to join us, and in the meantime, please enjoy my vintage rain lamp from the 1980s. This was a gift from my friend Kim. It was in her backyard for quite some time, and we had plans to restore it together, and that didn't happen, and eventually Kim gifted it to me, and Eric and I spent the weekend restoring. Oh, here comes Eric. We spent the weekend restoring this rain lamp, and let Eric in. Add Eric Edelman. Bring Eric on camera. Yes. Eric Edelman. And add to the. I did most of the cleaning, and he worked on the pump. Here he is joining. Hello, Eric.
Hello. How are we doing?
Good. I was just talking about the vintage rain lamp. I'm going to pan up there quickly. And
Yeah. That's an awesome one.
And we spent a weekend restoring it.
I've got Bella in here.
Oh.
Want to come on
Bella,
camera,
one of our two favorite cats. Trying to get the rain lamp in there too.
I might try and pick her up. I'm afraid she'll claw my legs.
I'm trying to get, well, there's most of the rain lamp. I'm a square now. I was vertical, and now I'm square. So.
Well, be careful. You don't want to get square.
That sounds painful. Okay,
of
well,
course,
here we
of
are.
course, Tyler is watching when we're experimenting with new formats.
Sorry, Tyler. We're not wearing microphones.
We're experimenting, Tyler.
All right, so we are in our separate locations, and there's a lot going on this week. We've got a few things to chat about before we get into our market update.
Yeah.
So I was on Reddit last couple nights ago, and I was getting ready to go to bed, and then I noticed a post, and the title was, "Some dude started his own country in the California desert called Slowjamistan." So I had to go down this rabbit hole, and I stayed up way past my bedtime looking into this. It's actually quite an interesting story. Slowjamistan?
Yeah, I'm working on my citizenship application.
So it's an 11-acre micronation. It's located in the desert in Imperial County. Oh, there's Bella. Hi, Bella. She looks like she's
not staying.
This on the Reddit post was a video of someone who had visited, and so you can see it's pretty much 11 acres of mostly barren desert. So there's a sign when you enter, and it's a pretty official looking sign. It says, "Republic of Slowjamistan, an independent sovereign nation. Beyond this point, you are no longer in United States territory. Slowjamistan passport and customs laws apply." And then beyond that, there's more signs, some barbed wire fences, a mailbox, a concrete slab with a flagpole, a payphone, and a fairly official-looking border crossing booth. And at the time of the video, there was a mannequin wearing a border police uniform in there, but it looked fairly official.
It doesn't appear there's any people that live in Slowjamistan. They're just citizens who might eventually someday inhabit Slowjamistan.
Yes, you can become a citizen. If you go to slowjamistan.org, you can apply to become a citizen or an ambassador. There's a few different ways you can, become involved. So they have a fairly extensive website. It's a dictatorship, and the Sultan is this dude named Randy Williams. He's also a San Diego-based radio DJ. He has a show called Sunday Night Slow Jams, hence, Slowjamistan. It's played on over 200 radio stations in 14 countries. And he also hosts the afternoon show on Magic 92.5 here in San Diego, and I believe he also has a show on maybe Jammin' Z90, if it's still called that. But he's on some other radio show as well.
Yes, it's a fascinating rabbit hole to go down. Like I said, I haven't finished my citizenship application yet. There's a few little hoops you got to jump through. I was into it last night. I don't know how excited I am about all this.
Well, it looks like there are some laws that you have to abide by, including no Crocs, which I don't think is a problem for us since no one in our family owns Crocs.
No, I've
No
never worn
mumble wrap.
Crocs.
Also, that's not a problem where none of us are mumble wrap fans. And when you're in Slow Jamistan, speeding is not allowed unless you're bringing home tacos.
That's the one law that makes me think this whole thing might just be a joke.
Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. But on the website, there's also a list of people who are banished, federal holidays. One of their federal holidays is July 25th, which is Choco Taco Remembrance Day.
You know why?
Yes, I do know why. Do you know why?
I think so. Yeah, I think that's because they discontinued the Choco Taco Klondike on July 25th.
Yeah, I guess it was on July 25th, but recently Klondike announced they're discontinuing the Choco Taco, and they're focusing on meeting demand for their other more popular products.
I really think that they should have done a better job of promoting the Choco Taco, because if you want to talk about like a drumstick, right? The Choco Taco is nothing more than a drumstick in taco form, but the way that it's arranged, every bite you get some of the waffle and some of the ice cream and some of the chocolate, whereas a drumstick, you got to eat the whole top part of it, and then you get the cone. I mean, some people like that. I don't know. I remember we used to always look for Choco Tacos, and they were hard to find. No wonder they didn't sell very many of them.
We found them. I remember we went on a quest for Choco Tacos, and I'm guessing this was like close to 25 years ago.
Yeah.
We eventually found some, but I think that might have been the last time I had Choco Tacos. You know,
We
now
found
I'm
some
kind
in
of.
Yeah, I think there was a time we were with the kids at a hotel somewhere, and there was some in the vending machine. They were a little stale.
Well, if anybody knows where we can find a Choco Taco now, I'm kind of like desperately feeling like I need to have at least one last Choco Taco. So,
Well,
if anybody can help us out.
yeah, I mean, I feel like I think it was a few years ago, like Hostess gave up the Twinkie or something, and then somebody else picked up somebody else got the trademark and started doing it.
I think it was the Bimbo Bakery. I hope I'm pronouncing that. Am I pronouncing that properly? I don't know if it's
Bimbo. Yeah, I don't know.
You all know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah.
They purchased the Hostess brand, I believe, and I've tried some of their products since then, and they're not. I don't know if it's just because I'm older or whatever, but it's not the same as what I remember as a kid.
None of that junk food tastes as good as it did when you were a kid, and I mean, old people always say that it was better in their day. I think that maybe it was. I think the substitution of the high fructose syrup for sugar, and I don't know. It just seems like candy bars have gotten smaller, and I don't know. Nothing seems as good as it did when I was a kid, but maybe that's just because I'm old.
Yeah, well, we like to sit around in the evenings and talk about how much more better we used to have it. So
that's right. Taco. Well, I mean,
taco this evening.
The truth of the matter is, I should probably be eating 0 Choco Tacos.
Just one more.
Yeah, right. Just one more.
Maybe we should talk about the real estate market for a minute.
You want to? Okay.
Just briefly, because we've got all kinds of other videos that we've already made this week about it, so we don't want to get too much into it. But the new data from the San Diego Association of Realtors came out this month, and every month they give us, around the 5th of the month, the data from last month, what changed from past year or past month. So let's talk about how things have changed quickly year over year.
All right.
New listings between July of 2021 and July of 2022 went down 20.8%.
Yep.
Less new listings. Pending sales down 34.7%. Closed sales down 43.3%.
Well, and that's an interesting thing right there. So closed sales in July are representative of pending sales in June, right?
Yeah, it's like a lagging indicator.
Yeah, it's a lagging indicator, and June was just dismal because of the rate increases and the sudden jumping up of interest rates, and everybody was in this FUD mode, the fear, uncertainty, and doubt mode. I believe
and last year around that same time, things were bumping off pretty good. So
yeah. So I mean, it's a combination of last year we had very robust June, and this year we had a very lackluster June. So that's the number I believe that the local media will seize on to say, hey, the housing market is going down the tubes. But don't believe it. It's all
the Union
FUD.
Tribune is gonna, and they're not going to say anything about it. It's going to take them a few weeks to figure it out too. We're telling you today, and I'm predicting the Union Tribune will have their teeth into this in maybe 3 or 4 weeks. So.
Well, that's what they did last. That's what they did last month. I forget what the metric that they had a banner headline last month that prices had declined, and it was like a 1.7% month-over-month decline, and they neglected to mention the previous several months of ridiculous increases. They really,
slight settling down after a huge bull run that lasted for months.
Yeah, I mean, it's we spent a lot of time last time on this show. I did anyways. I spent a lot of time just raking the local media over the coals for crappy coverage. I mean, just poor journalism, not putting anything in perspective, prioritizing sensationalism over truth, really. But I guess what are you going to do? That's sort of the state of play right now, I guess.
I guess they got to sell papers. So
well, yeah, and that's getting harder than ever because mostly what they're selling are online subscriptions to what once was a paper. I don't know.
Once again, we used to have it so much more better, and
Yes, exactly. This is another story about how much more better we used to have it.
All right, let's talk about median price.
Median price,
so
yeah.
In July, the median price of a home in San Diego County, and this is attached and detached together, $835,000. And that is down, that's down month over month, but it's still up year over year 10.6%.
Yes.
So that's not as huge of an increase as we have been seeing, but still 10.7%, return on your investment in 1 year. Not too bad.
So that means the median increase in homeowners' equity is $83,000 year over year.
Not too bad.
Not bad.
So, homes for sale, that's like homes on the market, new stuff that's been sitting around, that's up 21.7% year over year.
Okay, so standing inventory is, okay, yeah, that makes sense too.
So
although I will say, okay, go ahead, sorry. I was just going to say that.
You go ahead.
All right. So homes for sale, standing inventory. All through June, it was going up. A lot of the way through July, it was going up, and it was going up by 200 or 300 units a week. But for the last, for the last 3 weeks in a row, it's plateaued. Number of homes for sale has really leveled off. And new listings this last week were at their lowest point since early June. So that whole idea that inventory is running away, at least in the last 3 weeks, is not true. It's leveled.
Yeah, the number of homes for sale is pretty much leveled off for now.
Yeah.
So let's talk about month to month, and we're tightening up our snapshot here. What happened between June 2022 and July 2022? New listings went down 8.8%.
New listings are down. Yeah.
Yeah, pending sales down slightly, 2.1%. Closed sales down 17.5%. Again, that's a lagging indicator. Median sales price down 2.9%. So we went from the median price of $860 in June to $835 in July. So what the Fed has done with your
yeah, I mean that's
interest rate seems to be working.
Right. I really believe that what we're seeing now, towards the end of July and now into August, we had the number of homes for sale is leveled. New listings are going down right now, And this is the time of year when you'd expect a robust activity in new listings. There goes the data.
I'm all out of numbers, so I could say more. But.
So, I mean, I really believe that, you know, this June and July were like a shakeout, like you see in the stock market, the shakeout.
Yeah, the final shakeout.
Right. We found, I believe we have found a new floor of support where we are now. And, you know, pricing is going to continue to be a little volatile because there are quite a few homes on the market that have had a longer market time. Like if you put your home on the market in early June, and we've got one of those, we've got a listing we put on in early June, and I feel so bad for those people because I feel like if I took that same listing and put it on today, it would probably sell pretty quickly. But now that it's, you know, 50 days on the market and, you know, shop worn as we call it, it's not getting the attention that it deserves. So there's a, you know, the shakeout has occurred or occurring, and I really think that we're finding a new floor of support and heading into the fall in really pretty good shape. I mean, when you talk about median prices going down and all this other stuff, it's like, you know, how hot did people really want it to be? I mean, you can't have 15% per quarter appreciation and sustain that. So, and then the other thing, of course, that's happened is rates really have cooled off and settled down. So I think all of that combined is going to lead us into a pretty, you know, normal fall.
Well, I was excited and relieved yesterday to go to the Freddie Mac website, which I do every week, and look at the interest rate data, because, you know, looking at that curve, it's going up and up, a little dip here and a little dip there, and it's just a pretty decent dip. What I think the average rate on a 30-year fixed, was it like 4.99 or something? I'm just pulling that out of my head because I forgot to write it down.
Yeah,
I think it might have been you know, fraction below 5.
It was 4.99 nationally yesterday.
Yeah, so that's definitely an improvement, even though, you know, the Fed did a 75, you know, basis points. They did. I think it was last week they did the rate hike. Was it the week before?
27th of July. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, mortgage rates went down rather than up, which is good for folks who want to buy and sell homes.
Right, and there's so many more things that buyers can do to get at least a lower intro rate. You know, you can do this 2-1 buy down where it's not complicated. I don't know how much I want to get into it right now, but there's something you can do called a 2-1 buy down, where the seller or the buyer, whoever in the transaction can pay some upfront closing costs and buy the rate down for 2 years. And then, you know, you're sort of gambling at that point. Well, you're not gambling, but you're betting that, you know, it's going to go down. You're going to be able to refi within 2 years. Or if you're not, then you just go with your 30-year fixed and, you know, carry on. And then, of course, the 5-1 ARM is very popular right now. So, I mean, it's just a matter of getting a little bit more creative, and people get all nervous when they hear creative because they remember 2008, but this is not that. So anyway, there's a lot of things you can do to get in now and take advantage of softening prices and everything else. So I just don't think that there's, in my view, not a ton of bad news in the real estate market, really.
Well, that's good. You know, hopefully things are settling out and we'll be able to experience a normal market, which seems like we rarely are able to do here in San Diego. Things are boom or bust, but.
You know, there's been a number of times over our career in the last 18 years where people have told us you're in a normal market now, and it's like, you know, what?
There it was.
There it was. That was normal, huh? So yeah, I really think we're gonna. I mean, I think it's gonna heat up again. I think you're gonna. I mean, there's still good properties that are priced well still get multiple offers, and I still see properties going for over the asking price. I mean, it's just not doom and gloom. There's no reason for people to be throwing themselves out of 14-story buildings or anything. It's all right.
Don't do that.
No,
Tomorrow's
don't do
another
that.
day.
It's all good, exactly.
Okay, well, in other news, A French scientist is under fire after posting a slice of chorizo on Twitter and claiming that it is an image of a distant star from the James Webb Telescope.
All right, that was a gear shift.
Sorry. Was that too abrupt?
No, he posted a picture of what, chorizo?
Chorizo, you know, the spicy sausage?
Yeah.
It was like a cross section of chorizo on a black
Oh.
background. And he posted it on Twitter, and he said that it was an image of a distant star that was taken by the Webb telescope. So people were sharing it and commenting on it, and everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's crazy, that's amazing. And then the dude was like, oh, wait, no, that was just a joke. So, I don't know. I mean,
Not too funny.
that's not cool. No, I don't find it funny at all. With all the fake news out there, I mean, come on, you know, can't we at least have one thing, you know, you can trust, you know, images from the Webb telescope, you know, if somebody says that's what it is, then you can trust it.
Right. Well, I mean, there's plenty of real images from the Webb telescope that you could share.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
So I don't
Brilliant
think something
stuff.
should happen to that dude. I think he should be banned from Twitter. And if you go to slowjamistan.org, there's a form you can fill out to ban someone from Slowjamistan. And I don't know that this French scientist would ever want to go there, but I'm considering, you know, petitioning to have him banned. Just, you know,
A preemptive ban on this person. Well,
right.
yes. I mean, speaking of the Webb telescope, I mean, I know you've seen it too. Just some incredible images. And when you think about what you're looking at, it's just mind-boggling to be able to actually look into our past or look into the past. Crazy.
Yeah, they keep putting out new stuff all the time, and it's all amazing that we can see that.
Yep. Well, we're gonna make some advances, I'm sure, because of all that.
Yes, I'm excited to see what comes next.
Go science.
So today is National Couscous Day. And as we all know, couscous is a versatile grain that originated in North Africa.
Yeah.
It's low in calories and a good source of protein and fiber.
It's easy to make too.
Yeah, you can do all kinds of different stuff with it.
Yeah, we haven't had that in a long time.
No,
now
I wish that I had known this yesterday, or I might have asked you to make a couscous dish. Maybe tomorrow.
I know. I've been making a lot of quinoa lately, which is quite a bit more difficult. I mean, it's not difficult, but it's more involved. It takes longer. Couscous, you just put it in the water and turn the heat off, and it goes.
It's hard to beat.
It is. It's good stuff. All right. Well, go science. Go couscous. Happy birthday or whatever. Couscous.
National Couscous Day.
Oh, okay. All right.
Boy, it's hot out here in the garage. I've got a fan going and stuff, but I don't know. I think
I opened the side door for you, but this time of day the sun is beating on that part of the house, so you're hating it out there.
Yeah, I'm out in my dance space in the garage, and at the end of the day, it gets a little steamy in here.
It's a little warm in here too. I mean, I guess maybe, well, the air conditioning isn't going to help you out there, but I don't know. I got to stop being so cheap and maybe just turn on the air conditioner at some point.
Well, we've made it to, you know, nearly mid-August and haven't run the AC, so I don't know. Maybe we can stick it out.
Maybe so. Well, I think we might be able to.
Anyway, I don't think I can stay out in this garage much longer. I need to go sit under a fan and chill out because, dang, it's hot out here.
Yeah, I got some dinner to make, but it looks like I don't know how many people. Well, it says we have only one. Maybe that's me. One person watching.
Well, Eric Edelman, thank you for joining us this evening. Happy Friday.
Well, I see some names on I see names on my screen. I see that Andrew Schultz jumped in at some point. So right on, Andrew.
Happy
good
Friday,
to see you.
Andrew.
Happy Friday. Say hi to the family. James Carmody was watching for a minute. What's up, dude?
Happy Friday. You share a name with the Webb telescope, dude.
Yep. And then, of course, Tyler, our social media marketing, lighting, photographer guru.
Tyler, we're sorry.
Yeah, we're sorry about the production value. him and Andrew would probably have a lot to talk about because Andrew's, I don't know what his exact job is, but I know that he is way involved in whatever video you see coming out of the San Diego Zoo.
Yes.
And
Any video production from the zoo probably had something to do with it. I think at one point they were putting video from the zoo in children's hospitals, and I know they do a lot more than that, but I think that's one thing they've done.
Yeah, well, what's that? Oh, Bella's out there with you now?
Oh, yeah, I don't know if she's going to want me to pick her up. Let me see. Come here, Bella.
Probably not.
Oh, look. Maybe? Here she is.
Oh.
She doesn't like it. Okay, Bella.
No, she doesn't like to be picked up. All right, well, yeah, let's call it a day, and thanks for bearing with us through this test of this sort of split screen format. We'll see whether or not we do this ever again, but it was interesting for one day.
All right, everybody, thanks for joining us. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Peace out.
Peace out.